Hello everybody, it's your favorite hero, Chris Nest here. God, it has been a while, hasn't it? Since I botched my last video. Man, Death Battle's back. Has it really been that long? Now, before we start, I do want to go ahead and say something. I do have a couple episodes of a playthrough already recorded of a game called Titan Souls. It was recommended to me by a friend. I know this is not off topic for the video, but I feel like I should be saying this. The only reason I have not uploaded yet is because a big issue with me uploading is I'm very indecisive about thumbnails, and I don't know. It's something about just like slapping the the title of the game on the screen and then putting like a number at the corner just doesn't sit well with me, you know. Like, I want to be able to give y'all some a thumbnail that, you know, when you see it, you know it's mine. Like some of my Dark Deception stuff. I want that. That pops, right? But my old artist just didn't want to draw no more. So I'm going to try to get that back up and running. I'm hoping to find... I think I found an artist who may be willing to work with me. They're a friend of mine I recently met, so I hope they'll be cool about it. But today's battle is the one I'm reacting to, Death Battle. It's their premiere episode for, I think, season... Oh, God, what season are we on? I'm going to say season 5. I think. I'm probably really, really wrong, and all you going to yell at me for it. But I'm going to say when they first announced this, my friend told me, one of my friends told me about it. It genuinely caught me off guard because I specifically remember them in one of their streams saying they couldn't use Mickey specifically because they were too worried about Disney. But they're specifically using Kingdom Hearts Mickey. So I guess that's some more of a gray area, but it's Mickey versus Yoda. Now, oh God, here we go. I am not a fan of Star Wars. I am not going to say why. It may or may not have to do with some members of the community or the fan base or people trying to shove it down my throat against my will. Moving on, I don't have good history or memories of Star Wars except for... Oh, who was it? There's one character I really liked, and I cannot remember who they were. I think it was Grievous. General Grievous. Yeah, it was General Grievous. I liked him, and I was more sad that he got killed off so fast in the movie he was in. Like, he didn't last. I wanted him to be a more present character. But I've been rambling on for a while. Y'all know the drill. The link to the original is in the description below. Go watch the original, then come watch it with me. With that being said, I say I press play, let this ad go through, and we watch the video.
Thank you to Harry's for sponsoring this episode.
Too often, we gotta choose between quality and a fair price. But with Harry's, that ain't a problem.
For a limited time,
I'm gonna take a drink.
Offering their starter set plus a free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/death.
Harry's delivers a close, comfortable shave at only $2 per refill.
Again, for a limited time, Harry's has an exclusive offer for you guys. New customers can get a Harry's starter set and a free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/death. That's a $16 value for just...
Wait, hold up. Was that $3? Hang on, I might be sold on that. I'm poor.
It's an incredibly great deal, but act fast while supplies last. Go to harrys.com/death to redeem your offer.
No joke, I may actually do that because I'm poor and that's a good deal.
Yoda, the legendary...
I just don't know. This is just such a... This fight is just something for me out of left field.
Of Disney Castle from Kingdom Hearts.
These two have proven time and time again that size matters not.
But let's see which of these tiny titans can swing their way to victory in a one-on-one.
Marluxia.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, it is 3D. 10 years.
A long time ago in a galaxy...
God, is Death Battle 10 years old?
Jedi there was.
Oh my lord, I feel old.
You're not gonna keep doing that, are you?
Tell me what to do. You cannot.
Okay, the mysterious Grand Master Yoda devoted his life to the ways of the Force and to leading the Jedi Order.
Now, I do remember Yoda is supposed to be like this, like, really, really good with the Force thing. Like, he can do stuff that no other Jedi can do. I know that at least.
They're like superhuman samurai. Jedi consistently take on hordes of baddies by themselves, and they've been doing it for centuries, way before the start of the Galactic Republic.
At which point, the Jedi became much more entangled in, let's just say, government affairs.
Oh, sure. That's what the space wizards were missing. Politics.
The Jedi Council began weighing in on various matters.
This is not a good year to be talking about politics, let me tell you.
Conflicts.
Except they kind of screwed the porg on that front. The Clone Wars wasn't just a fantastic series by George Lucas and Dave Filoni. It was also an awesome miniseries by Genndy Tartakovsky.
And it was a horrific war that wiped out the Jedi, erased the Republic, and saw the rise of the Empire.
Sure,
Okay.
that too. Spoilers, man.
As the Jedi Grand Master, Yoda led the Grand Army of the Republic, a military force almost
Self-exile to
entirely
Dagobah.
aka disposable people.
Man, that gets really messed up if you
Oh,
think
why did he
about it too long.
self-exile
So I
himself?
won't.
I'm a little
Despite
curious
his
about
small,
that.
frail appearance, Yoda could absolutely hold his own in combat. In fact, he's considered one of the most powerful Jedi of his era.
He's trained all the greats like Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and even Liam Neeson. Where do you think he got that particular set of skills from?
All of Yoda's 900 years of experience certainly came in handy, like when he battled Count Dooku and
Hold up,
Darth
he's
Vader,
900
two of the
years
most
old?
Powerful Sith Lords ever known.
Both Jedi and Sith usually come with the standard issue lightsaber.
God, Yoda's
a
old.
badass weapon for a more badass age. They're pretty versatile too, with 7 different forms of combat styles. And don't think Yoda's gonna miss out on all that laser sword
Oh my
swinging.
God, there's so
He's
many
mastered
forms.
all 7 styles, even though he's only 2 feet high. Hell, most lightsabers are taller than he is.
Which is why he specializes in the 4th form, Ataru. This style focuses on
I feel like you
utilizing
have to
the
use
Force to
reverse
increase
grip,
a Jedi's
balance
capability,
offensive and
allowing them
defensive.
to attack at
God,
various
man.
speeds with incredible precision.
Basically, he can flip-flop around like a ninja frog.
That is
Wait,
nuts.
Actually, Kermit?
This does still mean Yoda has a sort of handicap in physical combat, as his stature requires him to use the Force far more than most opponents just to keep up. While the Force is beyond the body and seemingly infinite, too much effort all at once can put a strain on a person and even kill them. However, Yoda is truly a master of the Force, potentially more so than any other Jedi.
Yep, I know
He's
that.
moved starships with his mind and lifted hundreds of droids at once.
He can also use mind tricks, illusions, and a technique called Tuna Minus. That's
I didn't know
what
you could
Jedi
do
love to
illusions with the
catch and
Force.
redirect energy, like lightning, blaster bolts, or even other lightsabers.
It's safe to say that Yoda greatly prefers.
So if he can move lightning, obviously, I'd imagine he can move light as well, so he could potentially just knock away Mickey's projectiles.
Interesting. Dummy? Well, just let me see your hand.
My hand? Ow.
Okay, now place your finger there.
No? Geez, Marshall would never make me do something like this.
Marshall? Who's Marshall?
Huh? Oh, the DBX Ringmaster guy. That's his real name. We were roommates in college. He's helping me track down my dad, because he's my best bud.
Oh. Best bud, huh?
What the hell was that?
Finally, I won't be the only one.
Wait, what just happened?
Anyway, he's capable of much more than a lightsaber.
Man, Wiz's feelings were hurt though. He's like, oh, best bud.
Yoda utilized it to move a gravity well-generated void, basically a black hole created by a ship, to strike the right balance of pressure in order to move a singularity. Theoretically,
What?
you would need to exert an energy output equivalent to almost 14 petatons of TNT.
Jedi are also super fast. They have
Damn!
bolts, of course, but they can also keep
Yoda's
up with
packing heat, y'all.
Magna Guards, which
That's some serious force.
light speed reflexes. Holy crap, who's building these things?
Furthermore, Jedi can use the Force to glimpse into the distant future through meditation. They can even allow the Force to guide their movements and predict danger in advance. Needless to say, all of these incredible feats would be impossible without the Force.
But with powers like that and a dash of political meddling, it was only a matter of time before these peacekeepers became soldiers, even generals.
In a surprising move, Yoda actually chose to engage the rising separatist threat with an army of his own, personally kicking off the Clone Wars himself.
Too bad it was, as the fishman says, a trap.
The war took a sour turn, and the demise of the Jedi became all but assured. By the time they put the pieces together, it was too late. The Order fell into darkness.
More like brutally murdered into darkness. And you know, it's kind of their fault in a way. They were so committed to talking about peace, but at the same time, they're like
need to be so specifically trained in murder. So
That is a good point, actually.
You had a lightsaber. You'd want to use it as much as you could, too.
Though the Jedi Order under Yoda did seem somewhat hypocritical, he would come to realize his follies, like the Council's sanctimonious excuses for betraying students like Ahsoka when they were needed most.
They ripped out our sweet Padawan rat tail, you assholes! But, yeah, he finally figured out war's not make one great. Especially if you're a tiny green muppet.
Haunted by his mistakes and perturbed by the violence he helped bring upon the galaxy, Yoda went into self-imposed exile.
So that's why
even
he did
gave
it.
up his lightsaber. And finally, he would train one last apprentice, Luke Skywalker.
Yoda taught Luke everything he could before finally becoming one with the Force, gaining immortality as a spooky blue spirit, just like Obi-Wan and Liam Neeson.
And Luke, he went on to reverse many of the mistakes of Jedi's past, ending the Empire, redeeming his father, bringing balance to the Force, and inspiring a new, different generation. In the end, Yoda's greatest lesson of all was that oftentimes failure is our greatest teacher.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
Damn, Yoda's pretty impressive.
Mickey Mouse, Disney's
I mean, I knew the man was strong.
You know,
Well, I
he's
guess
a cute corporate mascot
I don't know what he is.
that
The species was
lives
unknown, but
a pretty normal domestic life. But did you know
Yoda's
he's
a
also
badass.
an insanely powerful warrior mage that fights darkness to save the Disney universe alongside a young boy and his good old duck and dog buddies. Not that dog, the other one.
Ah, yes, welcome to the world.
I'm not gonna lie. If Yoda wins, I don't think I'll be that upset.
Kingdom Hearts is the heart of the worlds and the source of ultimate wisdom and power across all kingdoms.
This is a fight between two series that, honest to God, have very amazing and impressive fan bases and communities that back them. As long as both communities are equally happy with how much work's been put into this episode,
The ruler of
I'm
Disney
happy
Castle
regardless of
and
who the winner
Guardians
is.
of Light, a group of Keyblade wielders who combat darkness.
King Mickey and the other guardians, like Sora, remember him?
Yeah, he killed Pitt.
Using magic and powerful weapons known as Keyblades.
Those things are the real deal. They can perform a whole bunch of spells, deflect lasers, and even unlock almost anything. Get it? Because they're keys. Mickey swung a lot of keys around, but his current and best is his star cluster.
The king underwent rigorous training as an apprentice to the great sorcerer Yen Sid. After some incidents involving a many brooms, he eventually became a sorcerer
I remember that movie.
and
It's
Keyblade
old school.
master himself.
Keyblades.
I think I still have the old VHS of that movie, believe it or not. I just can't remember what it's called.
Like Pearl, Mind Shield, and Faith Volley, which are all based on light energy magic.
He can also heal himself and others with Curaga and Healing Light. And that's honestly still just the tip of the iceberg.
With the Stopsa spell, he can freeze time for the length of an entire battle. Damn.
Then there's Mickey's
Damn.
most powerful and most legendary spell, Ultima, which is basically a massive, devastating release of all of Mickey's light magic at once.
The only downside is these spells do require a lot of magic energy to use, which is also limited to Mickey's own energy. Also, he does need the Keyblade to channel it. There's not much the mouse can do without his Keyblade, except for be a cute and cuddly mascot.
Well, even if he does lose it, Mickey can immediately summon the Keyblade back to his hand.
Whoa, let me try.
Boomstick, if you really want another beer, just go get one. Oh my god, it works!
No, it was just me.
Well, it's used to lock portals and doors in order to keep out Heartless, which are corrupted beings split
Dummy's
from the
cool.
darkness of a person's heart with a desire to consume.
Wait a second, Wiz. Pluto is a dog, but so is Goofy. But Goofy gets to walk around and fight with Sora and Donald, and Pluto just eats and sleeps like a normal dog. This must mean that Pluto is Goofy's Heartless.
Do you have a concussion?
Oh, always. On top of all of his advanced magic, Mickey's mega tough. When Heartless
No,
snacks
that's
up, they
not
can
how
take
Heartless
huge
work.
Mass and take the shape of a giant twister called a demon tower. And Mickey's tanked a couple beatings from him.
He's also survived this huge explosion from when the Keyblade was destroyed.
Yeah, he means the X-Blade. It's just pronounced like Keyblade, even though it's just one Keyblade. The series is so confusing.
Most
Yeah, I can agree on that. As a fan of Kingdom Hearts, man, no, the story is very, very confusing.
Keyblade and Mickey's rescued him on more than one occasion, which makes sense. He's the leader after all and can match any of them in power.
But Sora's no joke. He went up against Hercules, a demigod that launched a 1,600-ton rock titan into space. But that's nothing compared to his dad, Zeus, That guy can move stars, and not even he can compete with the foes that Mickey's tangling with.
The Guardians of Light and their Keyblades are immensely strong, but they also have great speed to match. Roxas's heart was able to move
Yeah.
above the speed of light in order to travel across.
When it comes to Kingdom Hearts characters, I will say instead of striking power, speed is like their best thing.
And like any great ruler, Mickey's also remained a
Speed
constant
and mobility.
hope for all, even during some of the darkest
Well,
times.
that I guess versatility, but their magic is heavily limited. So they're versatile, but they don't. But it runs out
Mickey
fast.
and the rest of the Guardians finally closed Kingdom Hearts for good, preventing the power from falling into the wrong hands.
That mouse had it all figured out. The real key to saving the world is your friends. If each one of them also has a super powerful magic sword, that's also a key.
Despite his long journey, King Mickey never wavered and led the way with his optimism, perseverance, and most important of all, the light inside.
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good. Don't worry. There will always be a door to the light.
God, that brings back so many memories when I first beat the game.
Set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want some extra force in the sack, try out Blue Chew.
And we're back. Oh boy. This fight is just gonna be
Difficult to find, you are. A king, you must be.
And to challenge me, you must be a master.
Oh god, I love the music already. That's okay, so I forgot to point this out. I'm not sure if Mickey can handle the Force.
A wealth of power I sense in you.
If you say so.
If you say so. I love it.
My first duel, this is not.
You could have fooled me.
Proof you are that size matters not.
Right back at you, pal.
I like that they're just having a friendly conversation while they're beating the shit out of each other. I love this. Even as not that much of a fan of Star Wars, I know the fan base has to be loving this. He's beating Mickey with a stick. Let's say he's beating Mickey with his cane.
This is not the Force I must trust.
Oh gosh.
Whoo-wee, man. Damn! Oh my god, he split it in half.
Strong. But it's time to end this tussle.
Surrender, you should.
I genuinely don't know who's gonna win.
Force you have not.
I can try. All I need is the light.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Dude, this is epic. This is awesome.
What a shame. What happened?
Worry, do not. One with the Force, I am.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Oh, that was nice.
That little green.
I thought Yoda was gonna come back and win for a minute there.
I love it.
The Grand Master Yoda was one of the most powerful.
Guys, that was awesome.
But the Force was ultimately no match for the light.
Yoda's gotta be one of the best sword fighters Mickey's ever faced, and definitely gave him a run for his money.
While Jedi have battled foes with near light speed reactions, a Keyblade Guardian like Mickey could move several times faster. In order for Roxas to travel across at least 4 star systems, he'd need to be moving almost 170 million times faster than light.
They've also rubbed
Shit.
shoulders with guys like Hercules and Zeus, who moved whole stars. There are hundreds of celestial bodies there. The energy needed to move that many is way more than what would be needed to move a black hole.
And while Yoda doesn't have much of an obvious weakness himself, the problem is neither does King Mickey. At least nothing that Yoda could really take advantage of.
Even if Yoda could figure out that
Okay.
King Mickey had a limited amount of magic energy to cast spells with, there wasn't much Yoda could do before it would start to replenish.
And the Force isn't exactly limitless either. Too much strain has been proven to put a lot of stress on the body and even kill some Jedi in the past. These two were certainly a match for each other in many ways, but the King's superior speed, power, and magic meant he had the last laugh. Well, sort of.
Sorry, Yoda, but M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U are dead.
The winner is King Mickey. Thank you for watching.
That was
Stay tuned.
nice.
We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week.
Okay.
You can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those
Wait,
boxes
next
right
week?
there,
What?
And by downloading the battle music linked in the description.
Shadow again? Oh! Oh my god, we're getting a Kill character! Finally! My only gripe is it's not Mako! Damn it. Why Shadow, though? That is so weird. They're gonna say because of the hair, right? Oh, they both wear black and red. It's a match. This is Shadow's third battle? There was the first one way at the beginning of Death Battle where he fought Vegeta. I actually genuinely can't remember who won that. I do think Shadow lost. Maybe. I'm about to go look. Then there was Shadow versus Mewtwo, where spoilers, Mewtwo did win, but it was one of my least favorite animations. I felt the fight wasn't what you'd expect. It felt very lacking. Oh god, but Shadow versus. So, I'm gonna be real with y'all, if what I remember from Kill la Kill is correct, Ryuko might actually win that. She may actually win. You know, I might go rewatch the entire Kill la Kill series, like, before this episode comes out. You know, I'm gonna do that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. That was incredible to watch, the fight between Mickey and Yoda. God, that was so good. But with that being said, I hope you all like this. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. If you agree or disagree. And let's start this as a trend. Tell me who you all think will win the next time. Between Shadow and Ryuko. Who do you think will win? Because I know what Shadow's capable of. It's kind of hard not to know what that character's capable of at this point. But Kill la Kill, I think, is an underrated, underlooked at series. I don't see a lot of people talk about it as much, and I don't see that many YouTube videos highlighting it. So, tell me what y'all think. With that being said, I do hope y'all enjoyed this. Stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.